Hello guys, I'm back again. If you watched my last video, thank you very much for the love and support. I'm really happy with the way that things turned out for that, and I hope to continue to grow my YouTube channel. Since the last video had a lot of questions and comments about macronutrients, what they are, why you should care, and why you should track them, I'm going to do kind of an informational, kind of more sit down and talk video this time about what macronutrients are and how you can track them and why you should track them. So macronutrients are essentially the substances required in large quantity to help your body function. This is what's going to help your brain work, what's going to support your organs, what's going to keep you from being sick, what's going to help you from feeling sluggish, what's going to give you energy for every day. So that is why macronutrients are so important. There are three main types of macronutrients, and I'm going to start off by talking about carbohydrates. Now, most people run away from carbs. They think they get fat from carbs. They want to cut their carbs out completely. They want to do low carb, and there's nothing wrong with that per se if you're doing it for short amounts of time, but your body needs carbs to have the energy to get things done, to go to the gym, to get up from the bed in the middle of the day. Carbs are what's going to give your body energy to function. So carbs should essentially be 45 to 65% of your daily diet. So depending on what your goals are, if you want to lose weight, if you want to gain weight, if you want to maintain weight, it's all going to depend on what your goals are, where you are now, and as opposed to how many carbs that you're going to want to consume every day, and also how active that you are is going to also incorporate into how many that you need every day. So yeah, carbs are an essential nutrient. They give your body energy, but there's also two types of carbohydrates. There are fast digesting carbs, which are going to be your simple carbs, and then the slow digesting carbs, which are going to be your complex carbs. So slow digesting carbs are going to be like your lettuce, it's going to be your whole grain bread, it's going to be your cauliflower, your carrots, your kale, your kidney beans, brown rice, brown pasta, whole grains are going to be those slower digesting carbs that you're going to want to have because, let's see, so the best way to explain it is going to be that the slow digesting carbs are going to take longer to turn to stored fats. So when you eat carbohydrates, you either use them for energy or they're stored later as fats. And since you don't want it to be stored as fats, you want to make sure that if you do eat a simple carb, like a piece of cake, like a cookie or something, that you use that energy right away. So it's not necessarily bad if you're going to eat a cookie or a piece of cake if you go to the gym directly afterwards, because you're using that energy from that simple carb before it digests and becomes a stored fat. But this is the reason that people want to eat those complex slow digesting carbs, is so that they have time to use it as energy before it is transformed into stored fats. So you can eat carbs and them not turn to fat. Instead, you'll use them for energy. You have to use those complex slow digesting carbs. So like I said, good carb sources are bananas, apples, whole wheat bread, whole wheat cereal, brown rice, whole wheat pasta, cauliflower, carrots, kale, spinach, kidney beans, just to name a few. So the best time to consume the majority of your carbs is going to be with your breakfast, before workouts, so that you can use them. Let's see. And I like to eat most of my carbs 30 minutes before my workout, because I've noticed, some people are fine. I think you should wait 30 minutes after eating to work out, because it gives me cramps in my sides, it makes you feel awful, and it definitely doesn't make you want to continue your workout. And it's the best to eat the majority of your carbs on leg days, when you're working your bigger muscles, which is going to be burning more calories and using more energy. So if you're doing a running or marathon, if you are working bigger muscles like the quads, the glutes, any kind of leg muscles, pretty much, those bigger muscle groups, you're going to want to eat more carbs on those days. So I would save all of those carbs for those days. The next group of micronutrient is going to be your healthy fats. Healthy fats may not seem like they're really important because people don't normally talk about them, but they are very, very important, you guys. Fats are going to be the nutrient that helps you absorb other nutrients from food. So that vitamin C, that vitamin A, that sodium, that iron, that fiber cannot be consumed in as large quantities as when you have your fats. Your fats are what's going to help you consume those smaller micronutrients, which I'll talk about later. Fats are to be 15 to 20% of your daily diet that you consume in a day. That this is the vital part that helps your brain function, that protects your organs, that helps your body to continue working, helps with digestive system and all that stuff. Let's see. Good sources of healthy fats: avocados, peanut butter, all kinds of nuts preferably, cashews, almonds, pistachios, some peanuts. Let's see, almond butter, olive oil, coconut oil, chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds. Yeah, mostly it'll be your nuts, your nut butters, your oils type things to get that fat content, the healthy fat content. And I know that a lot of people have problems figuring out how to get that more into their diet. What I like to do is I'll take coconut oil or I'll take olive oil and I'll cook and saute my vegetables with it, and that gets fats into your diet. If I'm having a low fat day and I need to up my fats, I love trail mix. Trail mix in moderation, considering that most of the brands have like chocolates and all that stuff in it, so that it can be pretty high calorie. But just like a serving of trail mix, or I like the Atkins has prepackaged trail mix that I like to eat because I don't like to measure my stuff out as much as possible. Yeah, adding chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds to smoothies, protein shakes, baking, salads. You can put avocados on top of any kind of Mexican dish, or I like to put it on egg whites or on my salads. You can even make an avocado dressing, homemade dressing, and put that on your salads. Peanut butter you can add to shakes, smoothies, bread, toast, cereals, cream of rice. I mean, you can do so much with peanut butter, almond butter, and then, eating nuts for snacks. So that's a good way to do it. Proteins, my favorite part of macronutrients because they're so good. So proteins are to be the biggest bulk of the macronutrients in the foods that you consume every day. Big types of the proteins are going to be like your lean ground turkey, your fish like salmon, tilapia, flounder, lean chicken, grilled, baked, sauteed. You can do so much with it. And you've got turkey bacon, you have turkey sausage, you have ground turkey sausage, you have egg whites, you have whole eggs, you have all kinds of stuff that you can get these proteins from. And even red meats in moderation. I still like to eat steaks. I still like to eat lean ground beef. You can use all that stuff just as long as you monitor your macronutrients. And then a good way that I found to spice up regular old like lean chicken and turkey is to use seasonings, to use hot sauce, to use dressings, light sauces, light condiments, and just mix it up and make it taste different every time so that you don't, get tired of the same lean proteins, because that's what happens to a lot of people. And mix it up, use different ones. Let's see, what else do I want to inform you guys about? All right, I think that's pretty much on like the macronutrient basics, but I found the best way for me to track macronutrients is to download an app, and I will link it below. It's called MyFitnessPal on App Store, and essentially you'll download the app, you'll put your information in the app, like your weight, your height, your activity level, your goals, where you're at now, and it will tell you how many carbs you need to eat in a day, how many proteins you need to eat in a day, how many fats you need to eat in a day. It'll tell you all of that after you set your goals and after you tell them where you are in your fitness journey, and it will tell you how much of that you need to eat in a day to get to that goal. So that's really nice. And MyFitnessPal, you can track your water. You can add vitamins in there if you want to put vitamins in there, which I'll talk about a little later too. And then you can also track your workouts. You can track how many calories you've burned, how many calories you've eaten, and all kinds of stuff. So that's really nice too. Let's see. The biggest part to keep in mind when attempting to start counting macros is that everybody's bodies are different. Everybody burns calories differently. Everybody's bodies respond different to carbs, fats, proteins. Some people can put on weight easier. Some people can lose weight easier. There's different body types, and people respond differently. And people have different activity levels and all kinds of stuff. So your macronutrient levels may be different from mine. It may be different from your friend, your parent. So then just keep that in mind, that your stuff is going to be entirely different, which is why I recommend downloading this app and figuring out what your macronutrients should be. Also, along with macronutrients, there are also essential micronutrients, which is the nutrients that you need to consume, but not in as big portions as the macronutrients. Like I said, vitamin A, vitamin B, potassium, fiber, iron, all that stuff you also need to be taking into your body to keep it healthy, to keep it working properly, to help your organs, to help your brain, all that stuff. So those are harder to get in a daily from just eating foods, because when we cook our foods, it essentially takes the nutrients out of the food, which is why we're told to eat more raw foods, raw broccoli, raw carrots. But I like to cook my food, so what I like to do to get those micronutrients is just to take a daily vitamin, which is super easy. I take the 1-A-Day Women's Petites. I think it was like $7 on Amazon for like 80 days worth of vitamins, which is amazing. And I just take them every day, and it makes up for all of the vitamins and micronutrients that I can't consume with eating food. So that's a good option. And the last couple tips that I wanted to include is I definitely have a sweet tooth, so I wanted to include a couple of ideas for people with sweet tooths who are wanting to count their macronutrients. These are macro friendly, these are healthy, they all have different benefits, and I just wanted to include a couple of ideas for that kind of thing. So my number one thing is I love ice cream. So there is Halo Top Ice Creamery has a protein ice cream, and I think the highest level of calories for a pint is probably like 350, and they even have some that are like 240 calories for an entire pint, and it usually runs to like 10 to 15 grams of protein in their ice cream, which is ridiculous, and their macronutrients are amazing. So go check that out. They have all kinds. They have red velvet, they have birthday cake, they have peanut butter cup, they have mint chip, they have all kinds, you guys. Go check them out. They are awesome. You can find them Walmart, in pretty much any grocery store, online, whatever you want to do. They're pretty much everywhere now because they're a pretty well-known brand. Also, I like the Lenny and Larry's protein cookies. They're amazing. I love the chocolate chip. I love the white chocolate macadamia. I love the snickerdoodle. Those are kind of probably my favorites. And you can get those from GNC. You can get them from Vitamin Shop. You can get them from Walmart. You can order them online. I like to order them from Amazon because you can get them in bulk for much cheaper. Keep in mind that they are pretty high calorie since they are packaged, but they're non-GMO, they're vegan, they're non-soy, non-dairy. They're they have a good fiber content. You just have to make sure that you eat them in moderation, but they are very good. Also, I like the Icon Meals protein popcorn. They have all kinds of flavors. They have freedom, they have cappuccino, they have caramel, they have dark chocolate sea salts, they have banana split, and my favorite right now is the dark chocolate sea salt, but I'm about to open my bag of banana split, which I haven't tried before, and I love them. They have high protein, they have good macros. You can find them definitely at most GNCs. I know you can order them online through Icon Meals, or you can order them through Amazon, or pretty much anywhere online if you just Google Icon Meals protein popcorn. Okay, and the last one that I'm going to name is going to be the Mighty Muffins. They're not for everyone. I think they taste good. Other people that I know have tried them don't like them as much, but I love them. If you like muffins, they have peanut butter chocolate. They have all kinds of different flavors, double chocolate, chocolate chip, blueberry. And they're protein muffins that you could pop in the microwave and make in like 2 minutes. All you have to do is add water. It's amazing. Go try it. Good macros, great protein. You can get them from Vitamin Shop, GNC. You can order them online, and also you can order these online in bulk from Amazon as well. So if you have any questions, list them below. Thank you for watching another vlog. I know this one was more sit down and talk, but I hope that this information has helped. Like I said, if you have any questions, comment below. I will definitely answer back to those. I will link all of the items and places that I have mentioned below, and I hope that you tune back in. If you have any suggestions for another video, please comment below. I love you guys so much.